birthday party. It was a party for Amari Stoudemire in the what's it called, the Wall Street Grill? The Wall Street Grill?
Yeah.
Is that a dating place? Maybe a fourth date. It's not a first date. It's like
Those now.
So I went. I had this whole vart prepared. I was going to say this vart, and unfortunately, I got there. It turned out that it wasn't his Jewish crowd. It was all of his pre-gay. Looked like his pre-gayers crowd, like a lot of.
So you have to figure out something else?
What?
You still spoke or you were straight?
No, it wasn't the crowd. It wasn't. I was there. It was nice. It was good food, but the crowd wasn't like.
You don't think you could have sold them something?
It was like I was like in a rap video. That's where I was. I was like.
You couldn't get them in there, or you didn't want them?
It wasn't the show. It wasn't maybe if I was younger and a little more driven. This stage in my life, it wasn't that uphill battle. I wasn't ready for that. But yeah. So here's what I wanted to say. The Yevonim, what they did is they one of the things they did to humiliate the Jews was they said Kisvu lachem. It's very yeshivish chazal. Like the Rosh Yeshiva always used to speak about the Mashkichim. Always spoke about this. Kisvu lachem al keren ashor she'ein lecha chelik b'lekei Yisrael. Is this in your door also? In my door, every Chanukah shmuz in yeshiva was about the Kisvu lachem. I'm not getting any recognition.
No,
it's changed. It's changed.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
There's much more issues right now.
There's no mashkichim anymore. There's no mashkichim around. People go to shmuzim.
No, just cost a zakik law.
Everything's mamish halacha. Like,
In halacha, no, not halacha.
I'm saying that's not halacha. Like, it's gefes, not pnimius hatera. So here's the lashon chazal. Kisvu lachem al keren hashor she'ein lecha chelik b'elokei Yisrael. Right on the horns of an ox, that you have no chelik with you no longer have a chelik with the God of Israel. So what are the Yevonim trying to accomplish? How do you read that? What's the symbolism? What's a keren hashor? What are they trying to do? You have a thought? Anybody? Akeda maybe. Let's ask why shor and the ayil and the ox. The keren hashor is also for shofar. So what's the difference? What is a shor? What's the difference between a shor and a par? A shor and a par. So if you Google it, the difference between an ox and a bull is an ox is a bull that they were mesaris it. Now it's an ox, meaning a bull. When you picture a bull, what's a bull doing? It has smoke coming out of its nostrils. It's chasing some guy in a red cape. Or a bull in a china shop, he's breaking china. What's an ox doing? How do you picture an ox? He has a yoke and he's working in the field. So the ox is a broken domesticated. So by us, it's also to mesaris an animal. We don't do that. But an ox is he's domesticated, he's tamed. An ox is, it's not that you mesaris him, but he, in psychology you mesaris him. He broke him. He's now domesticated and he's plowing the field. So if that's the case, then it's a very, very powerful image. That the pride of a bull is this brute animal, this most powerful thing, the smoke coming out of its nose. The horns of the bull are its pride. So, but once you break the bull and now it's plowing in the field, so the horn of an ox is worthless. It's the glory days of, the guys talk about what it was like when they were, that's the horns of a bull. The horns of an ox is the past. It's almost the best muscle for obsolete, something that time has passed and the world passed them by. That's the horns. So what did they want? They wanted the Yidden to write on the horn of an ox that you have the same way the horn of an ox once was great and now is in a nursing home. It's the same way Yiddishkeit. Now the Yavon came in the world, and Yavon's the new world. So now, right on the horn of an ox, that's your relationship to Elokus. That it's perfect. It's almost the perfect muscle that Yiddishkeit is obsolete, the same way the horn of an ox is obsolete. And that's the bizoyan of Kisvu lachem al keren hashor. So what's our response? If you look at the Maseches Bikurim, so the Mishnah, even the Gemara, is more elaborate, but the Mishnah describes what was the process of the Bikurim, one of the most beautiful mitzvahs in the world. Every farmer took his best fruit, and they would put it into a wagon, and they would take their wagon to the town square, and everybody would show up there, and they would sleep. They would sleep that night in the town square, so that everybody would be together in the morning. They would leave together in a parade, and all the farmers in every town would go together to Yerushalayim with their wagons. The whole way, all the store owners, all the towns, when they came to Yerushalayim, everyone would come out in the shuk. They would stop their work, and everybody would be makabel, all the people coming in with their bikurim from all over the country. It was just an amazing thing. But what the Mishnah says is they used to put gold on the horns of the oxen, of the shar. The shvarim that were pulling the wagons full of bikurim that led the parade, their horns were covered with gold. So what does that mean? That the horns were covered with gold? So I think this is probably the best place to understand like the opposite ideology between Klal Yisrael and Yavan. Yavan sees the horn of an ox as the most bizyonistic thing in the world. It's broken, it's destroyed. And we say, you crazy? The horn of the ox isn't a broken par. A par is a worthless shur. It's just a lot of vilda koiches, does nothing. All it does is chase people and break China. The shur feeds the entire world. Look at this bikurim, it's the shur. The shur isn't broken, it's focused. It's disciplined, it's productive. The shur figured out how to use all those koiches and to zero them in like a laser to cut the earth and create Paris. To us, the greatest demonstration in the world is the Karen Hashar. The Karen Hashar represents, and they see the power as glory, untamed Vilda strength, and we see glory. That's a shud. It's just a lot of potential squandered. The godless is when you figure out how to harness those keiches, it's not broken. It's focused. So to us, we put gold on the Karen Hashar, and that's literally the best place to see the difference. This is what we consider godless. So I wanted to tell Amari that we were Knicks fans, and the Knicks everybody knows. They just break your heart every year. I lived through the Patrick Ewing and Charles Smith years, and all these. There were tough times, and then came one little flash, and this got Amari Stoudemire. Every game he was scoring 30 points, literally every game. And then you had Linsanity during then Jeremy Lin, and it was an amazing time. And I remember my father and I, we'd talk Knicks. I called them a yeshiva because it was like nobody ever dreamed that we'd have that the Knicks would be what to talk about. And unfortunately, it didn't last so long. Amari came to the Knicks already at the end of his career, and his knees were going, a lot of wear and tear, and it didn't last. And everybody looks at it like never. Poor Amari can imagine what would have happened if those knees wouldn't have went. And I just want to say that Amari Taka, I want to thank my father was nif during COVID, but he gave us a good run over there. But there's nothing tzibrochen about Amari losing Amari's knees. So he's not jumping for hoops with a ball anymore. Today Amari is anachnu koyrim mishtachavim. This is what your knee. This is what your knees do today is more holy and more chashuv than anything they did all those years. Jumping and jamming. This is godless. You used to be a power. You used to be a power, and the world loved your power. But now you're a shar, and you're the shar. And not just that. It might sound like a joke, but if you measure the world that we bow before HaKadosh Baruch Hu, there's no one in the entire world that does a deeper kriya than Amari Stoudemire. It's like the deepest kairim, So you're the ox, you're the shar. That's the image, and the shad he didn't get to hear this drasha.
You gotta send it to him.
Maybe
Can you
now he
imagine?
will.
What?
Maybe now he will.
Yeah, I know, but the stuff I said in the beginning might not be so nice. It might.
Which stuff?
Those are his close friends.
Oh.
Apologize now.
Okay.
Edit
Cut it out.
Editing.
No,
Don't worry.
whatever. No.
Tell me you didn't mean to.
First, I want you to know. I think it's the most beautiful thing. The problem is when people. I always said when I have Bali Tshuva, the first thing they go to Israel, I always tell them, like, I don't care what it costs on the plane. You bring your guitar with you, even if it's like an extra carry-on. You know, you don't leave your life behind. And even if you leave your guitar behind, you don't leave your friends behind, or your people. You know, it's always a good sign that someone's a real bar aliyah when he still keeps his relationships and his kasharim with his previous life. All the people who cut off all their connections when they become religious or whatever, it usually means that they're running away from something, not running towards something. If you're running, right, Avraham Avinu, what was the sign that he loved HaKadosh Baruch Hu? That he wanted everyone in his life to share it. Anyways, so that's the story. All right, so that's Chanukah. So Chanukah is this paradigm shift that in a world